Hey everyone, this is Makana from Austin Underground. I'm here with Cairo Knife Fight. Guys, how is it going?
It's been wonderful. Yeah, it's great here. It's not so hot this time, which is nice.
So wait, have you been to South by before or?
Yeah, we've both been here with other things, and Cairo Knife was here about 3 years ago as well. So it's nice to come here knowing what's going to happen rather than just diving in for the first time. It can be pretty full on.
Yeah, it's pretty crowded.
It's incredibly hard to find parking with a trailer. Incredibly hard.
I I feel you on that. But so can I ask how did y'all come up with the name Cairo Knife Fight? Because I'm very curious about that. Is there like a story behind that or?
Yeah, there's a story. Obviously, I'm from New Zealand, and I was in a little airport. You know, you have those little domestic airports that are really small in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was sitting in one of those, and our flight was delayed for a number of hours. And I was sitting next to an older guy, and you know how old men just like to talk to you, about stuff? He just started talking to me. He was a super nice dude. And we got chatting about, inevitably it got back to the war, and he was talking about what he'd done in the war. And he was a pilot of, big cargo planes. And he was doing a midnight flight out of Cairo in Egypt, going somewhere, I don't know where he was going. And he had a whole lot of cargo that he was desperate to get out there, but he had a lot of time to kill, so he went to some sort of bar to kill some time, and a fight broke out around him eventually, and he's looking around and he's going, this looks like it's going to get bad. So he says, I quote him, he says, I stood up and I said, buggered if I'm going to die in a Cairo knife fight, and left the room. And when he said that, I just thought those words stuck in my head, and I wrote them down. And then a few years later, when I needed a band name, I was just looking through one of my books, and there it popped right out. And it kind of epitomizes the idea of two people on the stage facing each other, almost dueling musically. But it works. So I took it.
Cool. That sounds like a very interesting story there. The old man was telling you.
Yeah, it was a great one. I don't know if he was crazy, and maybe he was just making it up, but it worked for me.
That's all it takes. So where are y'all from exactly?
I'm born and raised in LA, and we met in Burbank.
Okay. So how long has the band been together for?
Well, he can answer how long Cairo's been together. Today we'll be playing our fourth show together.
Cool. Yeah, I started the band in 2010.
Okay.
So back in New Zealand. I've only been in America about 6 months.
Wow.
But yeah, George and I pretty much have been working together for a little over a month, basically, properly.
Okay, so you're still trying to get it off the ground.
Yeah, we're just, I've already kind of got things going before, and George is now coming in, and we're kind of moving on from here.
Okay. So what do y'all got in progress? Are you guys coming out with an album anytime soon? EP, anything or?
Yeah, he can answer that too.
Yeah, there was, it's perfect timing for George and I to meet and start playing, really, because I'd finished another EP, I'd finished a record. They're both coming out in New Zealand and Australia. So it's a good time to start playing with someone new, because you've got material to play right away, and you don't desperately need new material for a little while. So you can kind of get going and then start writing, and it couldn't have worked out better timing-wise.
Okay, cool. So is there any way for people to access your previous works or?
At the moment, it's a little tricky with the way iTunes and all those guys geo-block things, but we're hoping over the next few months to be able to make everything, which is basically 3 EPs and a record, available here.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. So how have y'all been enjoying South by so far? You guys got anything planned after your show or?
Well, after we played 2 shows today, and then we got 2 days off. So those 2 days will be getting around and checking things out. So far, it's just been driving, parking, lugging, playing. This is what happens. So once we get that out of the way, then we'll see what goes on.
Cool.
It's more like driving, parking, lugging, playing. Driving, parking, lugging, playing. Driving, parking, lugging, sleep. It's pretty much exactly what goes on.
Okay, cool. Well, there you have it. Cairo Knife Fight. You can check them out here at South by. And guys, it's been a pleasure interviewing y'all.
Thanks, man.